so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave.
And here y'all was, thought I was gonna be late today, didn't you? So did I. What's up, Filament Frenzy? Tom is in here. Brian Vines, James from Print and Play, 3D Printing Llama, Square FPV. What's up? Have I seen your name? Have you commented in here before? I don't think so. Bruce Ennis, Alan Moritz. How are y'all? I'd be better, but I didn't sleep hardly none last night. Something kept me up late. I actually got Shane on the chat right now. What's up, Mapro6? Chris Riley's in the house. I went through and I had to, I have to compile the firmware for this because of the height and the way that everything is and all that stuff. And I found a couple things. We're going to discuss those, but first, I've got to try to get this thing to calibrate. And I'm working with Shane right now because I have a question mark where the Z is supposed to be. So I am chatting with him right now, and he is saying I probably should recompile the firmware, which is fine. It's not a problem. I can plug this in right here, and we can upload some firmware. So I'm going to pull up Arduino, because the thing that I hate about this, and Chris Riley will enjoy all of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today. Let me pull my mouse over here, and I'll show you what we had to change in the firmware for this machine. And it was actually a couple things. I fought with them last night. Let me do the screen share. Wait, hold on. Let me turn off the intro. There we go. So if I go to screen share, all right, let me get rid of the overhead because we don't need to see it right this minute. And can y'all see that? Can you read that? I don't know if you can. Oh, Shane had it with me again. Hold on. What's he say? Okay, go for that. All right. Recompile. But, okay, so first things first. All right, first I had to set up the Arduino environment because I did not even have it installed on this machine. Okay, so I had to do that first. All right, well then I knew from having this machine on the Mark II firmware what I needed to change. What's up, Carl? How are you, my friend? My mic is a bit underwater. Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Testing, check, check. Let me go over here to the sound control panel, because Windows does some crap sometimes to the microphone. Is it messy? It may be batteries. Okay, well, scratchy for sure, because but let me see here. Recording, microphone properties, levels. Is that a little better? Can you hear me now? Hello. Hello, darling. It's nice to see you. It's jittery. All right. From battery to worsery. Is it better? I can't, because this says I got full battery. Distorted. Hold on. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. May have something in the way there. Is that any better? Y'all have to tell me, because I don't know. If it's not, I did bring new batteries in here. I'll try that. Shane's on TV. It's good? Yeah, that's better. Okay. I just restarted the microphone, so hopefully that'll do. All right, so here's the thing. All right. And I found out a couple things about the Prusa firmware last night that I did not want to even find out. But I did find out because I got everything hooked up last night, as y'all saw. And my next thing was to do the calibration, basically, is what it was. The thermistor was my fault, where I'd spliced the wires had come loose. It was shot out. Make sure, hey, Shane, I didn't say hello. Hey, Jeremy F, I didn't say hello. What's up, Lightspeed? And Robbie Mac showed up in here, too. What's up, my friend? And I think I said hello to Mapro6. I believe I did. If I didn't, hey, buddy. So it was my fault. I had already had a new thermistor out. I'd already cut the captain tape off of this one. I was getting ready to replace it. So didn't do any of that. Now, my next thing was to run calibration. Well, I couldn't get it to calibrate at all. What's up, 3D Printing Trucker? Could not get it to calibrate. It would go through all 4 points. It would find them all, do the little X's, because they've got a new calibration routine with this firmware. And then it would just go up like beep and say calibration failed. Check your handbook. That's the worst thing ever because there's nothing in the damn handbook about it. Nothing. I looked in the handbook. Nothing. Nothing in there. All right. So, okay, let's go. Let's try to do this step by step, what we did. All right, well, first off, my motors were backwards, and I knew that, and the Mark II firmware had no problem, no issues with it. Okay, so, yeah, I know I need to take a deep breath and calm down. Anyway, so I had my motors reversed. So in the firmware right here, as you can see where my little cursor's at, they tell you to invert. So my X motor was or not, that's not the motor here. There. X was inverted and my Z was inverted. It's the way my Mark II was. So I put it in this firmware the same way. So I started the calibration. Everything was moving in the correct directions. And I'll get to another thing here in a minute. But everything was moving in the right direction. So I'm like, okay, let's calibrate. Beep. Ran it up to the top because I had to set the height. If we go down here, right here, see this? The Z max position is 415, which is my height. I thought it was a little taller than that, but it's not. I cut my stuff short, but it's all right. So, yeah. Yeah, it's story time. So we're going through here. But, you know, I also had to set the X minimum position and the Y minimum position because my size of my frame is different than the Prusa frame. So that's fine. Not a problem. Set all of that like I had in my old firmware because it was the same. Bed's the same size. Everything's the same. So back up to here. So I had my motors inverted. Okay. Not a problem with the Mark II. But let me show you this little file over here that they have. It's called the mesh bed leveling calibration. And let me go down here. It's down in here somewhere. And I know y'all don't care nothing about this code, but the reason I'm showing you. Did I pass it? No, hold on. Nope, I'm still looking. And I wasn't ready. My computer was off. And I'll show you in just a minute. I've got the My Radar up. We may lose connection today. Here, real quick, I'll actually just show it to you. That's what's over the house right now. My house is right here. If you see my mouse, right there. That's where I live. So we may lose connection if you see this, because it is pure T thunderstorms out there right now. All right, so let's go down here and find. That's not it. Here, I put my initials in. No, I undid all that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I undid all that because I made some changes in here. Okay, here we go. This is the new XYZ calibration. What's up, Felipe Goncalves? Hey, Paul Cumber, how are you? But the new XYZ calibration is where you will find the calibration code for the thing. So I went down through here and I'm like, okay, well, let me back up. What's up, Joe Paddock? Mike Wiley? What's up, Mike Wiley? All right, but let me go back. So it went down on the first calibration point and it started the calibration and it would never find it. And I'm like, what the crap? So I started again, it'd go down, and I was watching it, and the nozzle was going up, just up. And I'm like, why are you going away from the bed? So I started it again, and it would go up. So I'm like, what the crap? Anyway, so it was going up, away from the bed. So I'm in here looking in the code going, okay, somebody checked in some code into GitHub, and you know it's not quite correct. So I'm going down through here and I go, okay, so there's a dir positive true. So I changed that to false, tried it, didn't work. So I went down here and there's a minus equal, you know, find the bed, blah blah blah. I made it plus equal, didn't help any. So I'm like, okay, so I stepped through all that. Well, make a long story short, if you come right back over here to the configuration Prusa, the developers in their infinite wisdom, which you know they have because they're developers and they're so smart, did not take into account, because this is a Prusa firmware for a Prusa machine. They did not take into account people like me that want their own, and did not take these directions into account whatsoever. So if you change that to a negative direction, it's the 3 point whatever, I forgot the version. I'll have to go look, but it's the latest one on GitHub. So they didn't take into account the direction of the motors. So no matter what you do, if your motors are going backwards, it's going to say they're going forward in the calibration steps. So once I figured that out, bam, it went through. I found all 4 points. So then I'm like, okay, calibration was successful. I look up here on my screen and it says Z height question mark. Nothing else, question mark. So I'm like, what the crap? So I'm like, okay, let's do a factory reset and try again. So I did a factory reset and try it again. Well, then it wouldn't calibrate at all. So I'm like, well, crap, what did I do? So anyway, about 3 o'clock, 3:30 this morning, I decided to heck with it. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Gusner, the 3.40 RC1 has some bugs which had been meanwhile fixed. Mesh bed leveling and MK 2.5. You can, Paul Cumber, but you lose some things with the bed. With the steel sheet, it's not so bad. I could run Marlin on this, tell it where my home position is, and everything would be fine, except you would lose some of the stuff here. I am Mapro6. I am. What's up, 3D Print Kid? That is Mikey. I believe I got that right. Maybe my CRS didn't kick in and I got it right. All right, so it wouldn't do the calibration. So I scratched my head and I went back and forth with the firmware, and I'm like, I don't have any idea. So then I got to work today and I'm looking, and several people have had this problem, and they're like, all you have to do is put it in high power and it'll work. So I'm like, okay. So I come home a while ago, sitting here, and I'm like, well, let me get it calibrated so we can print something on the show. Maybe that'll do the thing. So I did the calibration. It calibrated. Still had a question mark on my Z. So I'm like, well, crap. So I got on the thing, and I started chatting with Shane. And I have my chat up over here with Shane. Hold on. Right there. You can see right there. There's Shane right there. And so I started chatting with him. He said, what's up, Square FPV? He said, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you check the Pender probe? Because, you know, I was in a hurry yesterday. And sure enough, I had the Pender probe plugged into the wrong spot. So I plugged it into the right spot, turned it on, and I still have a question mark on my Z. So now we are to exactly where we are, where we're supposed to be. Shane said, why don't you try to recompile the firmware and do a factory reset again? So I'm going to do that. The little window is over the chat. Okay, that's fine. You don't need to see anything that was on the chat right this minute. So that's where I'm at. And this is another thing I don't like. If I try to upload this to the Prusa, because I do have the correct board, the Rambo board, it's on COM6, which is correct. Everything is right. If I try to upload this, let me see. I will tell you in a second. But I believe it's a 4-wire one because I looked at it pretty closely. No. You are correct. That is the Penda 3. Or, yeah, the Penda 1. Why would I get a Penda 1 in here? Shane, why would I get the wrong Penda? And do I need to change that in the firmware? Because this Pender probe has 3 wires. Make sure I'm touching the right thing. Yeah. Because they give you 2 things that has the sleeve on the wire. Hold on one second. Make sure that I got the Pender probe. I do. That's the Pender probe. And it's got 3 wires. Did I accidentally swap what out? The Pender probe? No, because I left the dadgum, I left the wire tie on it. Yes, the Y cable is in there. No, here's my old one right here, Shane. It is also a 3-wire. Right there. 3 wires. Right there. Old Pender probe, and you can tell it's old. Let me make sure there's 3 wires in this one, because this one has a different case on the outside. Only 3 wires. 3-wire. So is that my issue? You think that might be it? I mean, you don't believe that's my issue? Yeah. I placed the Y split cable for the Penda 2. Well, there is a... Well, wait a minute. I'm supposed to have the thermistor. So not ideal my foot. That's what I paid for. Well, it would be causing an issue because... Hold on. It would be causing an issue because the... Here, let me disconnect it so I can actually play with the plug without unplugging everything else. And let me see if I can get the... Here's the plug for the Pender probe. Let me turn on the overhead. Hold on. You better watch it, woman. Okay, let me, I'll show you my old Pender probe. Here, let me turn this on. Overhead. All right. Not overhead. Turn off the overhead. Overhead 920. There we go. All right, so here is, that is my original Pender probe. As you can see, 3 wires. And you see the kink in here. I mean, this is the one I took off of the Mark II. All right, so, and then here, let me see if I can stretch this out. I mean, I can turn it over, you can see it. There's 3 wires. It's only a, oh, come on. See, there's the Pender probe, the new one that I got. Right there. You can see the 3, it's just a 3-wire plug. So if I unplug that, son of a buck, how come I got the wrong parts? How come I can't get the right ones? I think Shane did that on purpose. I think he called him up and said, hey, let's screw with him. So let's try this then. Let's turn this off. Let's disconnect the Y cable. Seeing as how that should not be there. Then I got to tell it in the firmware that I don't have this thermistor, because it'll be screaming at me if I don't. Alright, so let's turn it back on. And let's see if I get some height on it. Now, I'm not setting... Nope, I still have a question mark. But that could be because of the firmware. Now. Yeah, I know you will, man. Alright, so right now I've got to see where that is in the code. Alright, so temperature sensor, Pender, as you can see, it's right there. I can probably set this value to 0. Save that. Now, in order to upload this, can I show up close up of the X? Hold on. Yeah, it's a 4-wire. No, it's only a 3-wire. It's a 3-wire Y cable. Where's the... There is no 4th wire here, Shane. The splitter itself has 3 wires. It's kind of hard to get a camera to get a close-up of the Y cable. I'm trying to disconnect it without disconnecting everything in the board, because you know, fat fingers and all. Pliers, flashlight, so I can see what I'm grabbing. All right. So let's show a close-up of the splitter cable, because it's only a 3-wire splitter. Let me see here. Let's turn on the 920 again. Right there. Yeah, it's just a 3-wire splitter. These two plug into where the probe goes, and then this one plugs into over by itself. So they're all there. Now I could plug in the old one and see. But really and truthfully though, that still shouldn't give me a, should not give me a Z, question mark on my Z height. Let's see. If I plug in the old one. But the problem is the firmware now expects, come on, I know it ain't been calibrated. Yeah, I still get the same question mark. And that one still works really nicely. That is the Y-split cable for the Noctua. You sure? Because the Noctua, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did have them plugged into the right spot. I did. So you are correct. All right, hold on. Let me get the wiring right. Before you send anything out, Shane, let me make sure I get the wiring right. They've got two cables that look exactly the same. Hold on. So this one, that could be the issue right there, see? Let me plug that into there. And that into there. The shorter one may be the Penda probe. I could have swore when I put it in there, the short one was for the fan. Let me put this in there. Got the wrong one plugged into the wrong cable and the wrong cable plugged into the wrong place and all that crap. Glad Gusner knows what I'm doing. Or wait, yeah, Gusner. I'm glad he knows what I'm doing, because I don't. All right, it's off. So now, I got to get this one here. And I don't remember which way to plug it on, but we're going to try it that way right there. Flashlight so I can see. Hold on just a second, Shane. Step 17. Yeah, I got it. Let's see if I got a Z-height now. If I do, Gusner's, I'm just going to kiss him. Nope, still got a question mark. What is that to? That is to... Dadgummit. Hold on. Let me pull up the manual because I got it open over here. Boop. Pin to probe. Yep. Those two are now in the correct place. This one and this one. That's what I got to change. I didn't cross the wire. I did not cross the wire. That's not the problem. All right, so that one goes there. That one goes there. So this one goes here. Step 17. All right, step 17. Let's go to step 7. Yeah, I got that. Take the V cable for the version 2. All right, yeah, I got that now. The Penda probe and all is now correct. All right, so that white wire, damn, that's a short cable. That white wire goes right there. It won't clip in but one way. So it goes in the middle. That Penda goes right there. So now let me try calibrating after a factory reset. I'm not going to reinstall the firmware right this second. So let's do a factory reset. For those of y'all that don't know and haven't done a factory reset before, let me pull up the fine box because I don't want you open. All right, let me change this back. Let me Control Z that. All right. I know, right? Do the hokey pokey and turn myself around. You are correct. So to do a factory reset on a Prusa machine, you mash the reset button, and then as soon as you see original Prusa, press and hold your select button. Got to be done at the right time. And then as soon as you see factory reset, let it go. And it's asking me for the language. I'm selecting the language, but now I did notice some quirkiness with this as well. Because I click select on the language and it just sits there. But if you leave it alone for a few minutes, it'll actually pick it and go on about your business. It's kind of weird. Try to do the select wheel, nothing happens, and then it just goes blank. And in a second, it comes up to English. You hit select. Distance between the... See, that's what I don't understand. It's got all the settings still in there, even after a factory reset. Now, Shane may be able to... Shane may be able to answer that. Why, after a factory reset, would it have any settings in there whatsoever? Because I just did a factory reset according to how the manual says. Press the reset and then press and hold. I can try it again. What's up, Ricky Tanner? Don? Chris Self? Sean? Dragon Monk? How are you? Mike? What's going on, my friends? Alright, so I click language. I like being able to talk and Shane listen and he's talking to somebody else. And okay, so that's what I need to do then. Let's do it that way. Let me cut this off. Alright. It won't let me select anything. Let go at factory reset. There we go. All data. So I selected all data. That's just completely, should be completely back to stock once that happens. Dude, that's so awesome that you got to meet her. Tell her I said hello from Florida. And I think that is just the coolest, man. I'm telling you. All right, so, okay, there we go. Erasing all data. What's up, Robot Hut? Jesse Foreman? Don't have faith in me, brother. All right, so now I can select English. Would I like you to guide me? Sure, why not? Yes. First, I will run the self-test. So let's run the self-test. Let's see if I got the fan right. Yep, it's on correctly. And then it'll spin the front one. Front one is spinning, so we will say spinning. Those two are correct. All right. So now it's checking the hot end, which I do know works because I did melt plastic last night, believe it or not. I tried to get the Z height correct. It never did get correct, but we will get there. What's up, Brian Calloway? That's a new name. Everybody tell Brian hello. And I never did hear from the other fella, if he was new or not. My wife in there, she's listening. She could bring me a root beer. That would be so nice. No, it's another guy. Because I said I could kiss you, Gusner. Will you bring me a root beer, please? Thank you. She's listening in there. She heard me the first time. I can't find the other fella's name that we were supposed to say hello to. He was right up at the beginning. Hold on. Where does it go? Alright, so XYZ, okay, hot end okay, now it's heating up the bed. Where did that name go? No.
It was not. It was that.
No, it was another name. I'd seen Square FPV. He come in here yesterday, day before. Alright. Well, I missed one. I told y'all to say hello, but I missed it. Alright. Let's get back down here to the bottom. Alright, say hello later. Focus troubleshooting. The club will say hi for you. Alright. Okay, Shane, whatever you say.
He just told you how to run your channel.
He sounds like my wife, I know.
Hey, y'all.
outside. Waxahachie. I do have to say, don't make me crack a power cord across your back. I hear you. I do have to say that I am sorry to announce. Okay, filament sensor is okay, so it went through all correct. So now what are we going to do? We're going to do XYZ calibration. The problem is it's going to fail if I don't put it on high power, but we're going to try it anyway. Tampa, Florida there. All right. It's a long way from here to temporary. Tampa, Florida. Well, I am right below Tallahassee. You are down there by Shawna and Fernando Pena and those guys down there. A little closer. I think they're in Sarasota or thereabouts. So you're a little closer to them than me. Alright, so there we go. Alright, the left and right carriage is up. Yes, no, still on there. Place paper under here. Oh no, I gotta get paper under there. Do I got time? I figured out up from down. It's the left and right I get in trouble with. It's coming, I promise it is. Alright, so let's go back to the front view. Right here. We'll go back to that in a minute. Thank you. Carl still lost. You better watch it, woman. No, I did not let the stepper skip, and there's a reason for that. Because mine aren't the same height. So I've got them measured at the bottom, so I stick it right up to where the one side touches and the other side don't. This is not a Mark II, so it's not perfectly built. This is like the dolly. Okay, so that's what we got. Of course you are. But I still don't know if I got a Z or not. We did all this before. And if this fails, I'll reset it. I'll say no, go set it to high power, and then it'll pass. How do I know that both are the same height? Because I brought them down and I measured from the bars to the carriage, to the frame. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's working. So that's how I know they're the same height. That's true, Shane. It is a nice 3D printer. You know what? St. Augustine's only, what? 2 hours and 15 minutes the other way. Destin, they're all the same. Brian Calloway, it's already built. I did I had this set up as a running the Mark II firmware. Had the Mark II had the Mark II set up on this frame. It's you can go find them on Thingiverse or whatever, but this one was not built that way. This one was put together with some aluminum extrusion and just put together, and then so anyway, so I'm doing the Mark 2.5 upgrade from Prusa on it. Yeah, they should be, Jesse. I'm hoping. One of the biggest issues that I had with the way it was set up before was the Bowden, because as a lot of you know, that Bowden systems, getting the retraction and all that stuff right, can drive you through the roof. Oh no, Robbie Mac, that's fine, buddy. I might ride over and see you. It depends on when you're going. We might ride that way. We've got family in Jacksonville we could spend a night with. It is a solid one. Man, where do you get all this stuff, 3D Gusner? And Shane's over here chatting with me. Okay. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate you keeping that up. All right. So, M45 V20, that's the verbose mode. And G80 V20 run mesh bed leveling in verbose mode. And a lot of information. Okay. Where do you find those? Because I was looking for some commands last night. Oh, you read the front? Yeah, I ain't did that now. I could. Yeah, I was going through the way they do the mesh calibration last night, and it's pretty neat stuff. Pretty neat stuff. And you're right, Jesse Foreman, it should. And I've got some nice orange stuff in the Alien 3D box. What's today's date? The 28th. Speaking of which, you know, it's really weird. How did it even work before? And I had it plugged in the wrong spot. Yeah, I know he shipped them Monday. Mine came in the mail today. Boy, the way this thing... Do I have mail? I do have mail. Matter of fact, I've got to redo mail. Tomorrow's Wednesday, though. I got tomorrow, too. Go up. Go up. Hey, it successfully passed. How about that? All right, so let's see what we get now. It says... Please place steel sheet. It didn't even tell me they were perpendicular or whatever. It just says, please place a steel sheet. So I've got the smooth PEI one on here. I'm going to drop it right there and I'm going to hit. Okay. Any international? Maybe. You can send me a Green Bay Packer cap. I actually rooted for the Green Bay Packers while Brett Favre was the quarterback. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I've been this far before, Jesse Foreman. That better? You can hear me now, right? I got you. Hold on, let me pop out. Give me a second. Got the video running and I don't like the video running. Stop. There we go. Now, are we good? Woo! Did I save the stream? That's the question. Video output load. No joke. You don't say. I told y'all it was coming and y'all don't pay no attention to me. But we did get through the calibration. The power did not kill the calibration. Just the damn computer. This is the most sensitive computer I've ever seen in my life. If it goes beep, it's off. Yes, I'm on again. Woohoo! All right. So let's go to my weather. Let's pull this up. My weather radar. I want to see where we're at here. Keep an eye on this stuff. Oh yeah, it's so nice. Oh yeah, the edge of the thunderstorm is right here at us. Here, I'll show you. Let me. Yeah, we're good. Go to screen there and turn off the overhead because I don't need it on. All right. Yeah. See right. Let me zoom in here. You zoom in right there. Wait, nope, right there. Right there where my little mouse is right there. That's where we are. So let me back out. Now you can see my mouse and you see what's coming. It's coming. All right, so we're all okay. So I hit okay. Says they are slightly skewed. All right, we're good with that. Is filament loaded? Yes, it is. Is it PLA? Yes, it is. Now I will calibrate the distance. All right. And I still have a question mark on my Z. That is not going to fix the issue. All right, Shane, what you got, buddy? It's not a hurricane, just afternoon thunder showers. I lost my chat. I'm going to click on technical support here. Start the chat. All right, Shane, I just clicked start chat. Everything calibrated normally with normal power, normal everything. It's heating up now. It's going to let me print even though it doesn't have a Z height. And it did that earlier. It's just I can't. Doing live Z does absolutely nothing. So I can never get the print height correct. So I'm going to cut this off right now. Can I show the LCD message? Sure I can. I think I can. I can get the camera up high enough. Maybe. I don't know if I can or not. Here, I'll try to tilt it down some. I don't know if that's going to help any. Here, give me my 920. Can you see that? Let me. Not you. Configure video. See if I can zoom in some. See that? It's heating. It's going. But I have a question mark on my Z. Hold on, let me see. All right, so you saw the LCD message. I hit. Okay, now it's going to try to print. Hold on. I didn't get it canceled in time. So it's doing the layer calibration here. Let's see. It's got 3 lines now instead of a question mark. So let's see if this works. Let's get back over to here. And we can go back to the green screen right there. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. Because it's showing Z, line. That's all I see. Z question mark on my adjusting. It laid down a line. But I mean, it's not doing anything. The adjusting Z question mark. Connect with Pronterface and do a G80 V10. Well, here's the thing. All right, let me check this first. Yeah, it's the same height it was last night. It's exactly the same. So let me hit the reset here. So you want me? The problem with the stock firmware is my Y. It won't pass any of this, Shane, because my Y is backwards. My Y end stop is backwards, and I don't think you can just swap the wires and then be correct. Doesn't work that way, does it? There goes the ambulance. All right. Was that Popo? Oh, Lord. From the creek to the junior. All right. I heard you. That's because I said ambulance. All right, so let's do this first. G80 is what? That's the auto bed leveling, right, Gusner? Let's go to Pronterface. P-R-O-N-T. Because that's show the Z. Okay, so let's do this first. Let's connect. And you said it's a G80 V10. So if I say G80 V10 and hit, oh wait, I gotta cancel this. No. All right, so info screen, and I hit enter. It's running. I will, hold on. All right, so I did that. It didn't show me anything. Wait, no. I did the G80 V10. It didn't do anything. G80 V20. That's not what you put. G80 V20 did nothing. Same exact thing. Hi, what's up, Made New Makerspace? How are you, buddy? I did not. Quit lying. Oh, crap. Hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. G81. All right, we'll try again. G81. Gonna type on that. There you go. That tell you anything? That's just the measured points. They're all within tolerance. They're fine. Z search height's 5. Okay. So all of that's correct. Chris, the problem with the end stop, yes, if you're moving ANET 8 to AM8, yes. Oh yeah, it does work. It's just not showing anything on the dadgum screen. That's what I don't understand. Why is that could be firmware. Let's see. Let's try Shane's deal. I have the hex to the straight up firmware. Let me, I'm gonna minimize this screen. I'll open Slick. This calibration in verbose. I don't, what? Oh, give me just a second, Gusner. Let me upload this firmware. The excuse me. The stock one. All right, so if I go to the Prusa firmware MK3, no, that's not it. Hold on. Downloads. It's the Prusa 3D 331 MK 2.5. Yes. Hit open. Yes, I did, Martin, but I had to compile mine for this. All right, access is denied. Well, of course it is, because I'm connected through Pronterface. So let's disconnect from there, rescan, and flash. It's writing. Wait a minute. So 331, right? Yeah, no RC. Prusa 3D firmware 331 MK 2.5. It doesn't say RC anywhere in the name of the download. I did, and it is the IFDEF heatbed version 2 is there. Is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this was the download from the page. This was not from GitHub. This was from the actual page itself. Let's open up Arduino again. I closed it like a dummy. I actually copied that over. That's the config Prusa that I have, because you have to copy that out, the 13A. And if you look right, you can't see it. Pull it over here. I don't even know what screen y'all are seeing. I think you see the code, right? Yeah, it's right there. The number defined heatbed V2. Hold on one second, Gusner. All right, so that's done. And we're going to say Z0. So it is a firmware issue. GitHub pull request 869. Okay, so hold on. Let me close this down. Let me go out to GitHub. Can you throw a link, Guster? It'll be faster. You know what you're looking for. So then I can overwrite this with my settings, because that did work, Shane. That was absolutely. I have a 0 on my height. Problem is, 3DP Iceland, it's the ANET switch. Let me see here. I don't think that it'll let me unplug the cable. And I don't want to break it because I don't have another one. All right, so let's see. Gonna make me solder it back on, ain't you? I think it broke the wire, so we will see. I believe it did. I believe it broke the wire. So I put it on the other end. Let's see if that works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I've got a little bit of wire here left that I can resolder on the connector if it ain't connecting. Okay. All right, so github.com. Let's see here. May have just broke my only dadgum end stop switch. Because I don't believe. Trying to listen to Martin. Will make me get out the soldering gun and fix it. I saw one the other day. Can't remember where I saw it. It was the Prusa style and it was in a bag. So maybe it was a new one. Not even sure. All right. Okay, that's already done in this one. Hold on. There's no if define. But if you go, that statement wouldn't make any difference to what I've got. Let me view this. I also want to check, let me go to Pronterface. Let me reconnect here. And what is it, M119? No, it's pause for user, hold on. All right, so my Y is triggered. And it's still triggered. Yeah, I broke the wire. Broke the wire on the Y, da 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 da. Okay, so let's do this. Let me strip the wire and touch it and see if that'll fix it. Man, I hate that. So I got plenty of wire, so that ain't a problem. All right, so I do have, if I'm not mistaken, there is let me see if I can get that to curl this way. I don't know if I will or not. I'll give my dental pick. Swear. They do know what to do. Most of these people here every day. And I hate being that way, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all know how to support the channel if you like what you see. Heck, even if you don't like what you see and you think it's funny. You just want to laugh at somebody. All right, let me see. That should be okay right there. Okay. That should tell me. I ain't gonna electrocute myself. All right, so now no matter what I do, it's triggered. All right, so let me take that off of there. Put it back over here. Okay. So, hold on. So that didn't help any, Martin. Swapping the ends of the wire. There was one in the middle. I swapped the end wires. That didn't help any. Let me get the soldering iron over here so I can heat that up and melt it back to it. Yeah, there we go. Woo! Just all over the place today. Put this in here and heat it up. But we do know it's firmware. So let's see what we can do about getting the firmware right while this is heating up and getting ready to melt some solder back on here. Because there's solder there. I just need to resolder it. It's not a big deal. It won't have heat shrink on it, but Lord have mercy. All right, are you getting hot? Stick your tongue to it. Yeah, it's getting hot. All right, soldering iron's heating up. So, let's see if we can figure out what to do with the firmware. So let me close Pronterface because I don't need it open. All right, this is, where's the heat bed? Version 2, right there. So this right here, copy. And then I go over to my firmware over here and to my configuration Prusa, and I find the heat bed version 2. Well, see right here, is the XYZ calibration. Let's Control F. Alright, so there's that at the top. I do have new XYZ cal. It is absolutely, I already showed that. It's right there. So I've got version 2 up top and XYZ cal, so that fix really shouldn't fix this, right? These are both in the Prusa H. Both of these are in the Prusa H file. I hear you, made new makerspace. Baby, you just own it today, ain't you? What's up, 3D printing trucker? Alright, so first off, let me resolder a wire here, because this should be pretty close to warm. Oh, I hate that. All right, get some solder over there. Really need a screwdriver to tighten that tip up too. Ain't quite hot enough. What's wrong with that one? I got you. Yeah, no, it's there. The version 2 heat bed is there. I need to find out what's causing this in the firmware, because we know that's where the issue lies. Let's load up the soldering iron. Maybe get the wire down here. I don't know. Let's try not to drop solder on my heat bed. How about that? I don't think that would work out very good. All right, it's on there, but it ain't pretty. Let's make it a little prettier than that. A little more solid. There we go. All right, so I can cut that off. Soldering done. What if you try the actual GitHub zip file and try to compile this? Can't find the fixes they've done recently. All right, so let's do that. But I have to take all of my stuff up here. First off, go back to prawn face again. PR. All right, so let's connect. Let me try an M119, make sure I got my switch back right. Yeah, I don't care. 119, enter. Z is triggered, which will be correct. Y is triggered. Y is open. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right, because I've got them backwards. That's correct. All right, so there. All right, so if I get the GitHub clone, let's go out here. Could have swore that's what I did. All right, so if I go to Prusa firmware and I say clone or download, that's right? That's what you got to do. Just clone or download. That should be the releases, right? So do I want any of the pull requests? What you want me to do? I'm not a GitHub specialist. Choose branch MK3. All right, where the hell is that at? Oh, 15 branches. Branch MK. Well, here's a MK25 new XYZ cow updated 6 months ago. Master MK3 dev. Oh, there we go. All right, default branch. That's the default. Then I clone or download it. Correct? All right, so let's download this branch, right? Yeah. Download the zip file. This is Prusa Firmware MK3. Yeah, I got you. So let's go out to the zip file, show in folder. Yeah, the parentheses 1, because that's the default. So when you go to the page, that's the branch you're on. So that's the exact branch that I have. All right. Prusa Firmware MK3 1 firmware. And the thing is, I need the configuration Prusa that I have in the other folder. So I'm going to take it. Let me do a comparison maybe. Or I'll just do my bed stuff. How about that? So I need to take the 175 MK25 Rambo 138. There we go. I need to copy this, go up to firmware and paste it in here. And we need to rename this to configuration underscore, so it's lowercase, right? Prusa. I believe that's right. I believe it's lowercase. Let's make sure. Yes, it is. All right. So now we have that. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's open this up. And then I can copy my stuff from here. And basically all I will need is from here down to here. Control C. Yeah, I know, close Arduino, I know. Hold on, here. All right, so I got from there all the way down to there, Control V. All right, so now save that one and I'm gonna close this Arduino. It's closed. So will it let me, will it let me publish from here, or do I gotta use Slick 3R? Because last night I was having to use Slick 3R. Here, let me pull Arduino back over here. Now this is the latest one that I just opened. All I did was paste what I got, compile first. All right, so let's verify it. It's compiling. I hope y'all can see the screen still. You can, okay. It's compiling. Updates available for some of your libraries. Okay. Look, it's the Walter and Gustner show. All right, 28 folks watching in here. Hope everybody's enjoying this like I ain't. Well, you know, if I get to print, I don't care. It's compiling. Oh, no, I got you. All right, so we're compiling the code. Woohoo! And I'll tell you, to measure these out, and I wish Tom was here. All right, so it finished. So last night it would not let me hit the upload button. So we're going to try it and see. We're going to see if it'll let me write it this way or if I have to export it like I did last night. Because last night I was having to export and then use the Slick 3R to update it. Oh no, absolutely. That's one reason I like doing stuff live. Made new makerspace. Yeah, Pronterface is closed. It's disconnected maybe. No, it's still connected. Hold on, let me try it again. Close Pronterface. Let's try again. It didn't matter. Last night all I had open was the Arduino IDE. Yeah, the COM port's correct. Yeah, COM6, Rambo, yeah. There's only one Rambo. There's only 2 COM ports on here. Everything else is closed and disconnected from the printer. So this should have exclusive rights to the firmware. It says uploading. Hey, maybe it'll upload. And only 84%. Man, they shrunk the size of the firmware. I know with the MK2 stuff, when I used to compile it, it was 95%. That's right, they took out all the language stuff, didn't they? You know what? You could probably put in the LCD, the nicer LCD now. There's probably room. Because I had to take all the language stuff out before to make it work. Go, Prusa, go. You're right. So let's see. I hope this works. I'll rename that folder and put it out with the rest of my firmware because I save them on an external drive. Well, right now it's loading, so I'm not complaining right this minute. I guess I just have English now, yeah, right? Yeah, well, no, it's normally now 2 languages where before it was like 6 or 7. And now you get Spanish and English, German and English, Polish and English, blah, blah, blah. So everything comes with English. That's what I just learned that last night. I didn't know. Done uploading. Distance between nozzle and tip, but let's see if I got a Z height. Nope, I have a question mark. There's a question mark still in the Z. And we know it's firmware. We know it's firmware. So something in this firmware is not set correctly for the MK2.5. Something. So, yeah, that's right, Martin. It's basically my end stops, my motors, and my heights and sizes. M45 V10. All right, let me take this off of here, and we'll try an M45 V10 like Gusner says. So let's no, that disconnected already. So let's connect pronter face. PRO enter. And what I'll do is I'll move it over here. And I'll slide this over like so. And then I will, let me go over to here. I will move me up here and shrink me a bit so that we can see the stuff there. So now let's connect. All right, so now we want to, oh, it restarted. And it won't do anything while it's waiting. So M45 V10. All right. Auto home. Rotate the knob to move the Z carriage up to the end. Well, the problem, Gusner, is that, you know, with the stock firmware, it's working fine. That makes no sense. So we know it's not hardware. Even though Shane, if he wanted to, he could send me another program. No, just kidding. Actually, Shane, I think the bed is no good. I need another one of these Mark 52 beds. I think there's an issue with mine. Can you just ship one right out to me? All right, so we're at the top. I click OK. Yes, it's all the way up. No, still on there. All right, so let's put the paper on here. It's running. It is running. You was a hall monitor as a kid, I hear you. His watch is fast. It's not quite 7:30 yet. Let me go back over here and see if Shane's gonna keeping me up over. Oh. Shane didn't keep my chat open. Fernando Pena finally showed up. Where you been? And let me guess, you're gonna stay for 2 minutes again. All right, so it's running the check here. I'm number 2 in the queue. I see how it is, Shane. I'm number 2. Wow, it shows you a picture. That is friggin' cool right there. So right there's the sensor. So it found the sensor. Oh, they're well within tolerance. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. I'm going to have to dig into the firmware so I can look at stuff like this, man. This is cool crap. See, this is the XYZ Cal spirals that I was looking at last night. Gustner, I was actually going through the code. It's pretty freaking cool that it shows the, you can actually see the hotspot. Z silent is defined in MK 2.5. I can cut that out. Yeah, see that? Ain't that cool? Check it out. You can see the actual inductive position. I don't even have the paper over it, under it. I know it's not going to crash, so I'm not worried about the paper. That's what the paper's for, guys. Oh, don't take it out. Why? That's the only thing that I can figure, man, because it's the Z-axis that's giving me issues. What's up, Harley Martin? How are you? Now, you're somebody's daughter, I think. Is that right, Harley? Did I get that right, or am I completely off base and you're some old fat guy sitting in his mama's basement? I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think I got in trouble for not telling you hey the other day is why I was asking. Oh, it's the son. Okay. Okay. Of your friend's neighbor. Friend/neighbor. Okay. Okay. It was somebody's daughter that came in the other day, and I didn't tell them hello, and I couldn't remember the name. So sorry, Harley. Didn't mean to call you a girl.
Incoming call from 850-926-3541.
That's the pharmacy. That's CVS Pharmacy. Hello. Laura Gray, your prescription is ready for pickup. I can hear it. We get them quite often. I'm sorry, Harley. I didn't mean to call you a little girl. I apologize. This one's not quite as defined, but this is, well. I did say hi to you the other day. This one's not as defined as the rest of them, for sure. But it's finding it. Alright, so those passed. Put the steel bed on here. And now it's going to do the home and try it and see. Oh, hey Glenn, I didn't even tell you hello. It didn't tell Martin hello either. Well, there's a, if you look at the variants folder, Martin, there's the 2.5 config Prusa file that supposedly sets up for the Mark 2.5. XYZ calibration, all right. XY axes are slightly skewed, good job. Distance between the tip and the nozzle, and I have Z question mark. Oh, so what's next? I got you. Okay, so I guess I could turn it on. I mean, that's not a problem. Let me go to Arduino. Right there. So if I take this out, Control S, let's disconnect prunner face, of course. Disconnect. And upload it. What's up, David Olson? The problem, hold on. No, see, that's throwing errors now. That's why.
Destiny would like to talk.
Clamp was not declared in this scope. Find. It's right there. Wait. If verbosity levels greater than 1. So I have to, you're in San Jose? Okay, cool. Have a good one, Hawk, man. I'm sorry I didn't get to pay more attention. I'm trying to get this working. Hopefully I'll get it. All right, so if verbosity level is greater than 1, so first I would have to find where this is set. So that this gets set. Right there. Bed skew offset with manual Z. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, it's right there, so code scene V. but it's probably in 15 different spaces. What's up, Joe? Hokey pokey. You telling me? All right. Well, trying to figure out why Marlin is giving me errors here. It is defined. And right there, it's equal to 0. What's up, Mitch? So if I set that to 1, see, it's coming in here. That should still work though. But clamped won't be, unless we set that to higher, clamped won't be defined. It's behind my camera. It's hard for me to see it. Oh, sorry. Y'all can't read what I'm looking at anyway. We'll go over here before I get timed out with Shane. Yeah, I'm still here. Alright, so there's that. Alright. What sucks? I know that sucks. So I need to go back into there and take that back out in the Prusa H here. It's like, it's at the bottom. That's right. It's at the very, very bottom. So I need to put this back the way it was. Unless I go in and set those variables like that. But it's just aggravating. Why would I have a question mark on my Z height when I don't on the standard? This is supposed to be the stock released firmware, is it not? Pick and place. There is, Mitch, but yeah, like Martin said, it's the Harbo, so the dimensions of the frame and all are different, plus my motors are different. Everything is different on this, so the problem is that the Z height is set to question mark, which makes no sense. I wonder, let's go look at GitHub. That's the branch MK3. MK25. It's 5 months ago, 7 months ago. So they basically, hold on. Yeah, that's old. MK3 dev, maybe? So now I'm stuck. Fix off by 1 error, time remaining. New message from Shane. Still here. I know he's still here. So I am at a loss. Says this branch is 98 commits ahead, 11 commits behind. I can do it. I can do a G28W, but that's exactly where it's at right now. But let's try it. Let's connect. We will do a G28W. Can't do anything till you do this. Question mark. I have a Z question mark. Thank you, though. Yeah, no, right? Do you even vape, bro? Yeah, I do. Shane, you got any ideas? The MK3 firmware pull right here. You know, it's just weird, man. Because if let's go to prompt interface and make sure all my switches are still working. So we go to M119, enter. Oh, come on. Printer is not online. Oh, that's right. You got to connect. And of course, it restarts everything. And it says that hasn't been done. So we do that and we hit enter. They're all open, which is correct. Let's push the Y back to closed, enter. Y is triggered. X over. X and Z are triggered. Okay, I can deal with that. Okay. Huh. Got that much different? Oh no. Yeah, is that much different than height? No. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what was it again you had to do to make the MK3 branch work? Inside the folder of firmware that you unzip, Martin, there's a variants folder and you find the board. It's the 1.75 MK 2.5 on the Mini Rambo 1.3A file, and you rename that to configuration_prusa and move it into the firmware folder and then compile, and that's the MK 2.5. So I wonder if I take the direct. Let me see. No, it's not. Joe, we tried it with the stock firmware, and even though I can't run with stock firmware, when I pull it up, the Z says 0 and not question mark. So no, that's the thing. It's kind of weird. I wonder if I just take the stock without making any changes whatsoever, and then upload it. Let's go to Arduino. Let's go here. All right, so I need to take all of the stuff out that I did. All right, so what I did was, the only changes I made are from here to there. That's all I did, nothing else. To get rid of the message, you run unknown firmware change. What? To get rid of the message. What message? Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I mean, it's just the minimum position, the height and all that. What message? To get rid of the message, you run unknown firmware change. Control F, FW_dev, FW_DEV. I don't even find it. Where the heck is that at? All right, Gusner. Yeah. When you connect, oh, it's in configurations.h. So if I go to here, yeah, it says FW repository unknown. All right. Change. Unknown, define repository unknown. So unofficial build. The firmware should only be checked into GitHub with this symbol. Change to FW_version_RC. Where should I change that at? Oh, wait. This is 3.4.0-RC1. Is there a way to get a version back to 3.3.1? Define dev version, FW version _RC. Ah, I got you. So I changed that to RC. Control S. And upload it. Is that what I'm doing? Do I need to get rid of the repository unknown as well? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, I did that. Oh, then you don't have to commit on LCD. That's all that's doing. I need to get rid of the question mark. I don't care nothing about that. Really don't. I'm getting aggravated with the question mark thing. No, Llama, I have the firmware correct. Okay? I have all of the firmware is correct. But you can zip it up. I mean, what version is it, Llama? Because if I can get 3.3.1 instead of 3.4.0. Oh, you got generic. No, I don't want that. No, because I want the calibration. I want everything to work as the Prusa works. I want this to be a... Yes, when I use the Prusa hex, it works fine. The 3.3.1. Let me change this back. I'm not worried about that. Z. All right. Okay. And we may run late, guys, on this stream. I'm not sure. I really want to get this working, because if not, then, you know, Thursday night we'll probably still be working on it. Uh-oh. I got something. Don't know what it was. My subscriber pop-up is behind everything. So I don't know what it was. I'm not trying to add any features. What I'm trying to do, Colin, is compile the latest Mark 2.5 software and get it to work. Everything works except the Z height shows a question mark. And I'm trying to figure out why, because when I use the stock hex file, the question mark isn't there, but I can't use the stock because of my inverted Y and the parameters of my build. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. Enable auto bed leveling grid. All right, that's the probe. The pins are the same. It's a mini Rambo. This kit was made for this board and the way this is set up. It was made for this. That could have been Makerspace. I appreciate it, man. If that's what it was, I do so much appreciate it. Here, let me pull a new one of these. It was Makerspace. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, you can't. It's compiled hex, so no. That's why I was hoping Chris Riley would stay around. He might be able to help out too. Yeah, no, I've already auto-homed. Colin, the problem is when I put the... All right, Paul Cumber, take care, my friend. When I put the stock hex on here and everything is like it is now, it's a 0, which is fine. Okay? Doing nothing but uploading, then auto-homing, I get a question mark. Thank you, Made New Makerspace. I appreciate it. I really do. Z-rays before homing. Z-rays. Nope. 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 Z safe homing is done there. Well, looking at the Z safe homing, it should be fine the way it is right now. That's just saying home in the middle of the bed. All right, so all that's done. So let's go to Configuration Advanced and walk down through here. Thing about it is, I know I can see Gustner now. He's doing exactly what I'm doing. He's kicking through here to figure out why it's doing this. Yeah, which one? Is this 341? No, this is 340. This is not even 341. This one says 3.4.0. Yeah, RC1, yeah. Sorry. No, Joe. It's way behind everything else. Son of a buck. I can try that, Martin. I can try doing it with just the stock. But the problem is when you download the firmware, there is no stock. There's, well, other than my changes, I guess. But I should be able to just Z this stuff out. Yeah. See, that Z's it all out right there. I can do that. So let's hit Control S. Make sure Prowler face is disconnected. It is. And let's upload. This is the stock now since I undid it. Because you can see the Z max position. The E direction. The end stops are all zeroed out. So let's try it and see. Let's see. It's not going to hurt anything. It's compiling. Let's see if it'll upload. I did say earlier I got some sad news for you guys. And I appreciate all of y'all being here, by the way. Thank you very much. I haven't been paying attention to chat as much. Or how many people are here. It's 29 people. Thank you for being here and watching. And I'm going to stay on here for as long as I can. I'm just going to hit hey on here to keep the chat open. But let's pull up Arduino. I hear you. I hear you. That is an absolute fact. Yeah, no, that's what I just downloaded, Joe, was the straight MK3 tree. And it is a lot. Oh, yeah, what sad news. As you know, this weekend's Memorial Day. For those of you that live across the pond, Memorial Day is when we celebrate those who gave it all for our country. So it is a day of remembrance of those who fought in wars and stopped. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I've got the steppers. It's just the end stop is the only problem. And no, I tried changing the wire. That didn't work. Oh, it's Labor Day. That's right, not Memorial Day. My bad. Labor Day. Never mind, it's just a day off work. But Sunday, yeah, Memorial Day's in May. My bad. You got me. Anyway, I can't remember. Hey, Memorial Day's in May? Is it? Yeah. Labor Day. Memorial Labor Day. Memorial Labor Day. All right, we'll do it that way. Now, Labor Day is this coming Monday, and everybody's off work. But it's a time for everybody to get out. It's the last hurrah of summer, I guess what they would say. Yeah, I know. So, basically, it's the last hurrah of summer. So, everybody's taking off and everybody's doing their thing. And Chris will be out of town or out with his wife. Glenn has family plans, and so do I. There will be no fun in the country basement this Sunday. I always say Memorial Day. I do, you're right. But no fun in the country basement this week. None. It's done uploading. Distance between the tip and the nozzle. Z question mark. So even with the stock changes, there's nothing. Because we won't be around to do it. That's why. Imagine that. Thank God the other two guys. Shut up. So I changed it back to what I had. That is not the issue. What in the crap could it be? Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Entertain you at your birthday. Happy early birthday. No. Now, y'all do know tomorrow night, though, we have Filament Frenzy on here live. Tomorrow evening. 6 p.m. Then I will cut together the Mail Thing Thursday episode. And see how we do. Alright. So that wasn't it. I am at a loss. I don't know. Really don't know. You are correct. Carl Brown. You are correct. Is there a way that I can get 331? No, it does not. It doesn't have that. I just compiled the, I didn't do the 2.5 tree, no, because it's 6 months old. The control board's nothing wrong with Lightspeed. When I put the stock firmware on here, everything shows fine, so it's not that either. I mean, I really don't know. There's the master. It's behind, way behind. The dev, it's behind. What about the MK3 dev? It's ahead and behind. No, this is a mini Rambo. There's nothing wrong with the board. The printer was printing whenever I started. the upgrade. It's just an upgrade sensor and that type of thing. It's a firmware issue. But see, it's 977 commits behind. MK2. No, it doesn't help with the Z. I just compiled and uploaded the stock firmware, and that didn't work. Yeah, the latest commit to this was on March the 13th. This is not the version that I want. That's the... Yeah, no, that's what I used. The Rambo 13A file. That's what I did. If you go in the folder here, go into variants, and this file. Right there. And I know I have a 1.3. It's 3.4. I don't think you can go back. Yeah, I don't know when you can go back to. Shane is still here. No, Martin, or it wouldn't compile. If it wasn't named correctly, it wouldn't compile. But they just updated this 2 hours ago. Yeah, the 331. What's up, Thomas Elrod? Well, we may be running a little bit long tonight, so yeah, 331 would be nice if you got the variant files to go with it, because I know that works. That's what's running on my Prusa. That's what the stock hex is built out of. This one. Go releases in GitHub. Releases. Here we go. Ah. Okay. Those are the hexes. I want the code. Source code zip. Okay. So that's it. That should be the one, right? Let's see. Nope. That's 341. That's 3.04.0 RC. So that's not where I want to be. Right here. This is what I want. So let's go in here, show in folder, extract, Prusa firmware 331. Nope, that's not what I got. 331 MK3. That was 727. Right there. That's today. This one. If I go to firmware, we got the variants in here. So let's go ahead and grab the variant from here. Copy. Paste. Now let's rename this. Configuration Prusa. Alright, so now I can open this in Arduino. Later, Brian Vines. And I need to go to the configuration Prusa and copy and paste my changes in here. Well, let's do this first. Let's upload this. Let's upload this one to here and see if I get a question mark or it works. We'll see. Because if this works, then I should be able to just paste my changes in here and continue to work. Nope. What we got? So I get a compile error on the stop. Unrecognizable. And it really? This is supposed to be their release version. Okay, known issue, wait. Mesh bed leveling CPP. Didn't find it. Mesh bed calibration, which is what I'm in. CPP. Find bed offset and skew. All right. Says it's not found. Ah, okay. It's the very end of it. I'm waiting. You blame Shane? I blame Shane anyway, regardless if it works or not. It's still Shane's fault. So you still here? Pong. All right. No, I was hoping to lay plastic. Then I can do the cable management and get everything back like it's supposed to be and put it all back together, make it nice and pretty, and have me a nice new printer with a removable bed, the 12 volt Mark 52. It's at the end of the file though, the very, very end. $24.32. Oh, there's not. Can't find. I'm waiting. I'm not rushing you. Go to line. What is it? 2342. Uh-oh. Destiny. Internet. What's the music? Okay, something's kicking it.
What?
Something just started kicking it. I don't know what it would be. We'll see. I don't know. Somebody's using the internet because I have none. So something's dang sure doing it. Yay. I'll be right back. Alright. No, nobody broke in. What's up, Minnesota Maker? Thomas Elrod? Can't find, he's still looking. Oh, he found it. Alright. Whatever it was, I guess it was my wife's phone in there. No, I wasn't throwing things. My wife had left her phone on in there. GitHub DOD. Hold on. So hub.com. Okay, so this is in the, so it's just the one file, right? I don't want to make changes, I just want to copy the thing. Don't what? Oh, just change the line? Okay, hold on. Let me go back. So just this one right here. First, let's find this one. See, and this is in xyzcal.cpp. Okay. xyzcal cpp, control FV, find. All right, so this one I need to replace with the one below. Right there, there. Yeah, I got you. All right, so now I'm going to compile it before trying to upload it. And then we'll see. I know, right? I should get a speakerphone call. Gustner, if you got a mic, I can put you on Discord. If you want to do that, we can do that. Do you have a microphone, Gustner? I believe you do. You've been on Discord before, I think. Right? Should have been. Hey, you know what? Y'all are getting to watch it. Okay, so it compiled that time, so let's upload it. Now this is with no changes. Oh, you're getting sleepy? I hear you, buddy. Hey, I appreciate all your help. I'm glad you've been through all this stuff. Why do you spend so much time in the proofs of firmware, if I may ask? Why are you shy talking to me? All right, it is uploading. Still uploading. But this would be the exact same firmware that my Mark III is running, you know. I know, right? Not like me, just outgoing and loud and boisterous and don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. Neuro! What's up, buddy? Welcome back to the Country Club. In here quietly paying attention to everything going on. Still got 26 watching, which is cool. That's cool. Let me see here. All right, so it's done uploading. So here we are. Z0. I have a 0 for a Z height. So now let me make my changes right here. I'm going to grab all of this all the way up to the end stop inverting. Control C. And I'm going to close this. I'm going to take this all the way up to right there. Hit Control V. Save it and upload that. No, it's fine, Nuru. Ah, that must be Icelandic for you. Ah. All right. No, it's fantastic if this works. And Gusner, I can never repay you, my friend. Yeah, thank you, Gusner. That means Shane didn't have to go through anything with me. Oh, just wait till I meet you. I'm going to plant a big, wet, sloppy kiss. No, you wouldn't, Shane. I was online last night with your support at 3 o'clock this morning, and he was like, what do you mean a question mark? You shouldn't have a question mark there. No joke. That's why I contacted support. They need like second level developer support is what they need. This just went rated X. At 1 or 3 o'clock? I thought you did 4 to midnight. I would have asked for you. Omaha, Nebraska. Well, you didn't do much better, my friend. No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't get on until like 2:30 this morning. No, I will though, Gusner. I will. Wait, yes you can. $42.95. What? Plus tax. Tweet, smoke signal, message. Yeah. All right, so here we are. First layer calibrate. Hey, I have a Z height. Should I? Now this is for everybody. Should I rerun the entire calibration all over again with the 331 firmware, or should I let it go as it is? Because right now I'm going to do an auto home. That seemed to work. Reset the printer. So let's reset it from the get-go, and we will go through the whole thing here. I'm going to turn it off so I can move the motor out of the way, get the sheet off of the bed, lay it down here, turn it back on, factory reset, go down to all data, and it's erasing. It's much faster than the 341. Much faster. Much faster. All right, so 100% redone. English. Yes, I would. Self-test start. Extruder fan. It's on. It'll ask me about the print fan. Yes, it's spinning. That is fine. Let's do the hot end. Pray to Joseph Bruce and wait quietly. I hear you. I hear you, Lightspeed. But we're going to see if we can get some plastic laying down on this thing before I get off of here. Because this should take about 5 or 10 minutes. We can set the Z height calibration. Or the, excuse me, the Z offset, whatever you want to call it. Checking the X. X was okay. The Y is moving backwards. It's much different. Even the sound is much different. I am not doing the Walter dance. Go so checking the Z. Z is okay. Now we're heating up the bed. All right, let's heat it up. Wow. What's up, Tinker Dork? How are you, buddy? Later, Carl. You leaving? Have a good night, sir. Hopefully won't have too much longer. This gets done with the calibration. We'll run it up. I wish Tom could have been here. Filament Frenzy. We'll talk about it tomorrow night on his stuff here. But he was wanting to do a frame for his without extending anything. Walks away with head down. What? Oh. I got you. I didn't. Oh, did I? Can't ever tell. Where are you moving to, Tinker Dork? Are you moving to a new house or what you doing? No, really the only thing I've been looking at a little bit is Discord. I hadn't been on Twitter or much of anything. Nuru, it looks like a good deal. I mean, I will say if I had the money, I probably would. All right, so everything was correct there. I'll run XYZ calibration. It'll take approximately 12 minutes. It's auto homing. Let's rotate the knob. Let's take it to the top. Now, I really do need to rebuild the frame for this. That's not how his name is spelled, but okay. Yeah, I went too far. I know. Come on, there you go. Okay. So now I got to make sure it's level. It's close enough. Yeah, they're up. Nope. Paper. Because this is new firmware. I don't know what it'll do. No, that wouldn't be funny. You know what would be funny, Nuru? You order one or two and send me one. That would be good. That would be funny. Oh, 1, 2. I got you. Yeah, this is a much different test than the other. Or at least it looks like to me. Should start picking up here soon. Yeah, I picked it up. It's pretty much the same. This is the new XYZ calibration. Keeping the chat open with Shane is so fun. All right, so we know what that did. Let's go back to here, and we are running the calibration. Wait. This calibration is a lot quieter than the new one, the other one. It's 9 hours old. They're still working on it, but empty. I got you. I can't wait until they get it, though. It depends. You want white or black? Do you want easily replaceable full metal cutting blades and stuff like that? And the support. You know, the extra bit for the support, I think is actually worth it, Nuru. Because it's like $100 more to get the same support. Oh yeah. That's working like a champ. Yeah, a year warranty. Yeah. That would be me, but like I said, I don't have the money right now. We're saving money to go to Arizona in November. Once I get caught up and I can save some money. Because right now we're not saving anything. Two points. Let's go to 3. Yeah, Nuru, it's been great, man. If you'd have been on this whole stream, that's all they've been doing. This is my Harbo. You put an updated pic in my pic spam. Oh, dude, that is so awesome. That's friggin' awesome. One of these days, maybe I'll be able to commission something. Maybe. That would be so cool. I get my makerspace built to have a Tinker Dork stained glass window in it. That would be cool. Yeah, right? Order yours as soon as you got home from work. All right, this should be about finished with this calibration point. Are you talking to me, Robbie Mac? I'm messing with the hall monitors, Chi. Really? Right, Martin. And, you know, I really do need to recut this frame and get it nice and square and pretty. But it prints so good. This printer does print so well, or it did as a Mark II. We'll see how it does as a Mark 2.5. As a Mark II, it printed fantastically. And I already have a country tree frog sliced and ready to go. Sliced and ready. It's so cool. Well, I guess Iceland's from the EU, right? Are you talking about actually Europe? Wait, Iceland's still in the EU? Or were they ever in the EU? I don't know. Y'all's country, not mine. Oh yeah, David. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Yes. It worked. Alright, so they were going to want me to put this on here. Slice one for you. It's on there. See now, Martin, you had... They aren't completely in the EU. I know it's part of Europe, Martin. I knew that. I didn't know if they had joined the European Union or not. Boop. It's done. Slightly skewed. Good job. Is filament loaded? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And my Z is at 0.15, so no question mark. So we're going to try to set the height here, and then we will open Pronterface back up and load the file. I'm going to go ahead and load that up now. Load file. Kuntry Frog 2.5, open. And it is loaded. I am not connected to the printer. So. Well, Chris Riley was here earlier. He has. I know. I have not. I've built my lag tables up so that it houses all my printers, but I haven't enclosed any of them because I don't do a whole lot of ABS, and most of the parts I do in ABS are small, so they don't really release from the bed and stuff like that. David Olson, he's by. We're almost there, and we'll be able to do some Z height calibration. Whew. All right, so now we get to do a home again. Yeah, I know. Yes. Nope, I'm going to ping again. I'm going to type in here, this is the worst support ever. I had to get it from a community member. Wait, then it said, do you want to readjust? What the heck? It did the home and then it quit. So I guess I could run the first layer calibration on my own, but it went through the steps and then it just quit. That's right, trucker. You tell him. Why would I be SOL? I bought an upgrade kit. I didn't buy a printer from them, right? The upgrade kit has to work regardless. Doesn't say it has to go on a Mark II. No, I'm just kidding. Why is this? Okay, so calibration done. All right. Oh, no, I don't. We'll go do it. No. Okay, so let's go in here to calibration. Go to first layer calibration. Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to do it from here because from the... I know, right? But here's the thing. It did it twice, Shane. I don't know if y'all saw that. And Gusner, if you're still here, it did it twice. It asked me, did I want to do the first layer calibration? It did the homing, then come back over here and said, do you want to do it again? Hell yeah, I do. You know I do. I done told you a bunch of times how much I appreciate everything. Everything. I guess, trucker. No, the first calibration layer doesn't work. Yeah, no, it didn't do it twice in a row. It just asked, did I want to do it? So we reset it. This was a fresh flash with a fresh reset. Calibration all worked except for first layer. So let's go in here. I don't have any SD card in here. So let's go in here and let's print this frog. And I will do a first layer calibration with the frog. Connect. Print. It's heating. And I will set it, and if I have to stop it, then I'll stop it, and we'll get it that way. Well, and thankfully I will now have the firmware for 3.3.1, and I can keep that as a backup just in case any new, like when the new firmware comes out and they update to the latest one on GitHub, I will update this. You know, I haven't been doing that with the Mark II firmware. My Kuntry bow is still running the same one that I had when I built it in January. So all right, so this should be about ready to print. Let's see if it'll lay some plastic down. Guess I could turn on the 920 right here. So you can see what I'm doing. It was quite high. Take it down. See how we're doing here. It is laying plastic. And I might be able to get the camera in a little closer there. Kind of looking gooberish though. Yeah, so let's stop that. Let's stop it and see what we got. So let's go over here, move these out of the way. So yeah, it wasn't sticking. Need to go down quite a bit more. All right, so let's put it on auto power. Filament sensor on, everything's good. Live Z adjust. We'll take it down to about 300 before I start another one. Now, let's close that. Let's go back up here. Run the Z up some so I can brush off the nozzle if I can find a brush. Got a brush somewhere. There it is, way over there. But the rest of this is just, yeah, no, it is. It is very nice. I like it. Hold on, let me see here. Yes. Yes, I did. All right, so now let's do this again. And let's hit restart. And let's see if we can get a little better. Yeah, it's negative 300. That is correct. All right, let me catch up. Maybe 3 DPI. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Gustner opening an issue about that. Shane could ask the developer team, I guess. I hear you. You should be asleep now? Yeah, me too. You know you will. You'll ask them for us. Maybe, just maybe, this damn thing will print. Which will be friggin' awesome. I'm going to tell you now. Yeah, no, I get you, Martin. Yeah, I don't know why they would have broke that either. Printer stopped due to errors. Fix the error and use M90. What the crap? Try it again. I don't know what the crap. Said there was an error and it just quit. The screen went blank. Oh, I love this stuff. Love it. Let's get the camera out of the way. Turn it off for a minute. We'll try to get this to print some plastic and then I can get off of here. Go take a shower. Ready for bed. Yours was at 450? Yeah, and mine may have to go down some. It's kind of hard to see with the thing that I've got here. Later, Martin. Yeah, no, normally I do get some ID10T errors, trucker. It could be any number of things. With the wires I've got hanging out back here, I could have pulled one of them the wrong way. Well, that's nice. There's bugs printing via... Oh, that's just so sweet. Yeah, this one's crap too. And that's too low. I'm going to have to get something to do a calibration with this thing. All right, let's see if I can put it on a, let's see here. Pause, off, G, 28, W. Let me see what we got here. That one was a little rough. That's closer to right though. Looks a little better. Wait, now I put the W on. Oh, I didn't take it because it wasn't capital. See a little bit of plastic under there. Not too bad. All right, Should we try again? Restart. Restart. Gotta heat up a bit. Alright, new extrusion, need new, no. Oh, I can't stand those. Okay. Oh, and I get an error again. Okay, so we're going to have to find a card to put this on because this is just not working. So let's see if I can put this on the card. Minimize. What did I slice this in? I think I sliced it in here. Let's see. Nope. So it was in Slick 3R. Now I wonder, do we use the same slicing profiles as the same slicing profiles as the Mark III? Is that what we would use, you think? Country Tree Frog. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so let's scale this and let's make it 250. Hit OK. I'm going to do a 10% infill. 10% infill. There we go. Mark 2.5. Aha. Yes. All right, so there's the Mark 2.5. That's fine. Let's drop this down and we'll do 10%. Supports none, and we'll export the G code. We're going to do it straight to the USB drive. Oh, I can't save to here because this card is no good. I have another card somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, let me see. This is an old card. Let me see if this one will actually work. This one's not a micro. Hit save. It's writing it out to my SD card. Yeah, this one card that I just had. I can't even format it. Almost. Now this is a 250% G frog, so I should be able to get this one done. It's sitting on the bed. All right, so it finished. So let's plug the card in up here. Hit the go button. All right. So then I can go here. It says no SD card. Uh-huh. Now it's sorting files. Just wasn't plugged in good. Uh-oh. Something ain't right. Something's not right with the way it's talking to the card. Maybe I need a new screen. Or maybe I just need a new card. All right, it got it then. So as long as I don't bump it much, even though I need to do a Z height. All right, let me see here. Gusner, have a good night, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your help. You should get a job with Prusa. You should. Yeah, I know. Don't we all know that? It's like you should use the eject function on Windows 10 when unplugging your SD cards. You should. Doesn't always happen, but you should. All right, so this doesn't even know what it's printing. I don't think this card's any good either. I really don't, because it's stuck. I mean, completely stuck. Let me see if I got another one. What is this? That's an adapter. I don't guess I have another one. I don't guess I do. Got the one in my MK3. I could bring it over. That's that one. That's there. Well, I don't guess I have another memory card. I'll be right back. Let me go see if I can find, is that one right there? Or is that a adapter? That is an adapter as well. I think I got one in here on the table. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hey, baby. What, baby? Yeah, I saw.
Okay, well, because my mom has something to do and can't take them to school in the morning and all that.
Right.
So she asked, and well, actually, she came over. But anyway.
Okay. I did. What's the best thing ever? Alright, so removable disk is there. Let's see. Let's try it again. Export G code. This has just got some pictures on it, so I'm going to click that. Never mind, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm printing out Walter's custom ready. You better watch it. Better watch it. I get a custom colored MMU. It better be orange and black to match my printer. G-code files exported. All right, now I've got it turned off this time, Gusner, just for you. I'm gonna plug this one in. Sorting files, that was much faster. Print from SD. Bed heating. All right. Crimson and gray. No. No rollover tide. Red and yellow is not it. It's garnet and gold. Can you print them in garnet and gold? Those are the two colors that you should not print it in. Should not. I would return it as defective. Wonder, give me a wire tie. I need to wire tie that up because it is in the way. And this will help tremendously. I'm rednecking the wire management is what I'm doing right now. Now what the heck? Now it says private. What the crap? Print from SD. Kuntry Tree Frog. It's heating. Okay. It got lost again. Wow. It is working so far. Calls them nippers. I hear you. All right, so it won't print. It will not print. It spun up the front fan. It's doing nothing. Now, this has got to be G-code. Or the firmware. There's got to be something in this firmware. Something is wrong. Because now it says it's at 2% done. It's not extruding anything. It's not doing anything. Nothing. It's just speeding through. All right. Stop the print. Yes, stop the print. Let's take all the information off of this SD card, format it, and try again. Because this is not working. And that's just not worth crap. So here. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of pictures on here. I gotta take these. See how much is on. Oh, not too many. All right. So now let's go over here and let's run the SD card formatter. Yes. And quick format F. Yes. Formatting was successful. Exit. Let's go to Slick 3R. And let's close this. Let's change the scale on this. I can't do it at that. Let's do it at 150. And it's a 2.5. 1.15 op. No, we don't want that. We want 2. And let's go with the normal. Yeah. Yes. I'm going to change this to 10%. Export. I couldn't get it to work from the USB either. And save. I tried the Live Z. It wouldn't work. Let me disconnect from the USB completely off of here. That way I have nothing. We need an intervention. I hear you. All right, so it was exported. Let me eject it like you're supposed to. Eject. It's safe to remove. Turn the machine off. Wait for power. There we go. Turn it on. And sorting files. It's sorted. Print from SD. Kuntry Tree Frog. There's nothing else on it. There's nothing hooked to there because it could have still been connected. It was connected to Pronterface. So it might have been given some USB errors. Not sure. We'll find out. That could have been the cause of the errors earlier. I've never had this much trouble with firmware. Even compiling, like the Mark II firmware that I put on here. so it goes through all of that correctly. Then it pauses. It stops right there, and the SD card is going 1%. The front fan came on. This is not working at all. Yeah, I mean, but that... I know. Why is it not printing? It's 7% on the SD card, and it's done nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. It has done absolutely zero. Zip. All right, so if I go in here and stop print, yes, stop print. Okay, it's on 0. I'm at a loss, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Calibration. First layer calibration. Yes, it's loaded. All right, this shouldn't take very long. Let's see if it'll do that, because it won't print. Yeah, no prime wipe, no nothing. I don't have Pronterface. I disconnected Pronterface, Mitch. I'll hook it back up in a second and try that and see what it says. But that's just ridiculous. And it started printing earlier when I was printing. Yeah, it's not. Come on, really? Don't make me answer dumb stuff. Nope, it did the same thing. At least it cut off on that one. So let's see what it says on Pronterface when I go to print. And I will bring it up so you can see it. All right, so let's go to Pronterface. I'm gonna bring it around over here. Swap this back over and let's connect. All right, so everything, SD card is okay. So let's print from SD. And here we go. It's like whatever in the I breathed on it wrong. No, I got you. Just extrude some filament. Yeah, I will. Let it get hot first, Gusner. Well, I printed earlier. Yes, I did. I printed earlier from USB and it was working, but then it just decided not to work. File selected, so it's heating, and we'll see what it does. Oh wait, y'all want to see this, don't you? See what it does here. Nah, not too much vape smoke. Now it did the white. Trying to see my Z height here. What the crap? I hook up the Pronterface and it's working fine. Yeah, unknown G code. This is out of Slick 3R. Really? That's too low. And I hate it when I can't see. Finishing the movements. Pause is working. Yeah, I'm going to stop this one because that looks like crap. But first hand looked good. All right. So yeah, we can do that. All right. Did you use the stock profile? I changed it to 10% infill, but other than that, I didn't change anything. Stop print. Yes. Print from SD. Country Tree Frog. Yeah, I used it. I haven't changed anything on the Slick 3R. If you go to the print settings, where's the G code on this stuff? Custom G code. This is it. This is their stuff. Well, the firmware is wrong on this. This has got 321. That may be part of it. I don't know where the G21's coming from, but that may be part of it. Is there. And it's stuck again. So what's in pronter face this time? At the unknown G code G21. And it's running up. Tell you what, I'm going to use the Mark III profile and see what it says. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go up here. Go back, Prider. Yes. And you said it's different speeds in the extruder. All right, so let's go just with the stock, with nothing different. Not even changing that. So let's export the G code. I'm going to overwrite the G frog. All right, so it's exported using the 2.5 profile. All right, let's try it again. Let's see what pronter face says this time. It's bigger this time because I believe it's at 1.5 instead of the... It is 0.15 layer height instead of these 0.2. But we're fixing to put a stop to this. Come back to it Thursday or whenever. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Thank you, Gusner. And we'll see you on Thursday evening. It's a call-in show, so we'll see you then. Take care, man. Looks like my internet's going to crap out again. Somebody hook their phone back up. says it's heating. Heating, we will see. Never had this much trouble with firmware. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Unknown G code G21. So I wonder if I edit the G code and take that out, will that help? You think? Yeah, it's running up percentage. So let's take this out and let's see what the G code, let's find G21 in the G code. I will open that in Notepad++. Sets units to millimeters. I mean, that's all that does. And nothing else. Okay. There's nothing there. Let's use this. Yeah, I'm still on. Yeah, that should be no problem. I mean, it doesn't do anything. Because here's where it gives the error, and then it stops. It just stops. So let's slice it with MK3 and see what it does. Let's change it to the MK3. We're going to go to the 0.2 right there. See what the printer settings on that. Doesn't look very different, but let's see. Let's see if it'll print this one. And you're done. Okay, so it's out. Let's pop this over. Let's go back to printer face. SD card is okay. Print from SD. Kuntry Klub. And it's heating. May have to get me some new end stops and change these so that they work correctly, and use the stock firmware and just set the just run it up to about 250 before it does the check. I'll put me a mark up here at 200 or 210 millimeters and run the nozzle up to there and let it come down and do the calibration, and then I can print and say, yeah, print it anyway, even if it doesn't fit. I don't care. Somebody's phone's on the internet again. I don't know what's going on with the internet, guys. Sorry. We're not going to be much longer anyway. Let's see if it prints the Mark III version. If it prints the Mark III version, then the 2.5 isn't working for there, but that doesn't make any sense either because it's doing with everything. I do have a Repetier server right here. Nope, same thing. So let's do this. Factory reset. I didn't do anything but the language, so we'll see. I don't understand why it works sometimes and not others. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, we timed out again. Okay. So it printed after a factory reset, or at least it's trying. I'm gonna leave that as is. That doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna leave it as is and let her print and see how it does. It's not perfect, but so far it's doing better than it has done. Did it give me the error on printer face? Let's see. Yep, unknown G code, same thing. So, let's see how my first layer is looking here. Really hard to tell because I don't have enough room under there to see. But it looks to me like it's laying down good plastic. I will know in a second. Well, the G21's not in the start code. I didn't see it in there. Oh wait, I didn't scroll down either. It's not in there. Home without mesh bed leveling. G1, intro line, that's all. Am I missing it? Do you see it? I don't see it. Now this is in the Mark III. Let's go to the 2.5. Let's see if it's in here. G80, G92. No, it's not in here either. So I sliced this one with the Mark III with the Mark III. Oh, that's nice. It pulled it off the bed. Stop print. Yes. All right, so I stopped the print because it was pulling itself off. The nozzle was hitting. So let's print again. Let's go straight to print. Country Tree Frog. Without doing anything. Let's see if it'll print again. Because if it'll print again, it may have just been that factory reset. Yeah, I do find it. I do find it. It's actually
Shawna Gray would like to talk.
It's actually right around the G92 right here. Right in here somewhere. Let me find the M220. I can't open the G code right now. But if this prints again, I may try to do the first layer height calibration, because the factory reset and just changing the language may have helped. Which is kind of crazy, but Printing fine. Let's try it and see. Looks a little high, but we'll see. I like mine a little more squished than that. I guess I could take it down just a touch. 0.05. It's really weird. It was tearing up at the back, the butt part back here. And it's not really squished at all. So, I mean, it really does need to go down quite a bit more. Check Marlin config for inch mode support, which may relate to G21 recognition. I got you, Gusner. Man, you need to go to bed. You need to go to bed for sure. Catch up with me tomorrow night on Tom's stream. Aren't we supposed to draw for something tomorrow night? Oh yeah, we're supposed to draw for a powder coated PEI sheet from Ken Cobb. That's right. We are supposed to do that tomorrow night on the stream with Tom. So we will do that. It'll be either be a Mark III or a Ender 3, but it is in the profiles INI. Okay. All right, that one laid down a first layer. It's not the best first layer for sure. Yeah, that's going to come up again. Let's stop the print. Yes. One thing I probably need to do is re-clean this thing with alcohol, because that's just not sticking. That's one problem. The bed is hot enough. Everything's good, except it's not sticking. Let me get a napkin here. And let's wipe some alcohol on some PEI. Clean it back up. Oh, I can't do that right now. Let's get her all straightened out. Ooh, love the smell of hot alcohol in the morning. That's just funny right there. I don't care who you are. Y'all about to aggravate me. It should stick now. All right, so let's see if we do a calibration, and let's do a first layer calibration. Yes, it is loaded. So let's do a first layer calibration. Let's see what we get, because I do want to get it down to where it's printing correctly, and I may need to clean this nozzle because I got a bunch of gunk here from jamming it into the print. All right, should be good and clean now. I'm hoping. It's oozing filament. Later, Gusner. Have a good night, sir. It's laying plastic, so we're good. We'll figure the rest of it out for sure. I don't have any idea what it could be, but we'll figure it out. All right, you're at 213. Come on, you can do it. There you go. All right, so let's see if we can get a layer height calibration run. Later, Carl. I'm gonna run this first. I just want to see I want to get the frog started, and then I'm gonna cancel or get off of here. I don't like running streams this late. Nope, no first layer calibration. It cut off. So let's print from SD. Country tree frog. It's the same temperature, so it shouldn't take it long. It don't even try. I know it's not too late for you. Nope. All right, so if I factory reset, language, English, try it again. And I just won't try the live Z, because every time I've tried the live Z is when it won't print. So let's try the reset and see if that'll work. I don't know if it will or not. That makes no sense whatsoever. There's something wrong in the firmware, and I don't know what it is. All right, done. And starts right off. It's a little high. I don't like stuff that high. That's still high. This filament's just not working right. All right, let's try this. Stop print. Yes. Let's try it with the 2.5 setting. And if that don't work, then I'm gonna have to try something different, and I'm going to get off of here and we will figure it out at a later date. So let's take this out. Let's slice it with 2.5 because, oh, and there goes the internet again. Nice. 2.5. Go with 0.2 normal and hit export G code to there. Save it. Yes. Yes, 3D printer from scratch, and then once I got it built, then I upgraded it to the Mark II. It's been running as a Mark II with the Mark II firmware for 6 or 8 months. I got the Mark 2.5 upgrade, and I did the upgrade, and now I cannot get it to print. You have to do custom firmware, but I'm using the using the code from Prusa. All right, so we're heating up again. This is the last shot, guys. Because it could have been the extruder changes the I don't know why the gearing would be different. What's different? There's nothing different about the extruder. So I don't know what the difference between the Mark 2.5 and the Mark 3 is. Anybody got any ideas? Because this thing sure extruding filament. Well, yeah, from scratch. It's crooked. It's all kind of stuff. I don't lose these. These are good batteries. All right. Now, before it wouldn't run the 2.5, so let's see. I'm going to close this because I'm not slicing it again. We'll leave prowler face up. Yeah, what was the difference between the extruders? What's the difference? I don't know. What's the difference between the Mark 3 and the Mark 2.5 extruders? What's the difference? Have to reset it. Factory reset. Y'all please get your phones off the internet. Now when I reset it in, it says extra EXTR fan error. Firmware. And now it's ready. Print from SD. Last push of the button. If it doesn't print this time, we'll do something different. Well, I was just wondering about the different profile. Please get your phones off the internet. Are you watching?
I was, but I'll turn it off.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, sorry about that.
Off the network.
I thought you were done.
Off the network. Now. I already had. All right, now we should be back. All right, let's trying it again. This is the last time, and then I'm getting off here if this doesn't work. Sorry about the delay. All right. Calibration done. And no, nothing. It's running up. Nope. That's it. I'm done. Yep. There you go. What's up, Pat people? I'm done for tonight, buddy. So let me get back over here and hit the green screen. I'm going to close prowler face, get off of here. Yeah, it's done. I am off of the chat with Shane. I'm out of here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We'll probably get back onto it Thursday maybe and see what's going on. And y'all know how it is. Treat each other how you want to be treated. I want to thank 3D Gustner again for all your help tonight. Everybody else that tried to help. Shane, everybody that tried to help get this thing running. I don't know. I could probably put Marlin 1.1.9 on it and print. But for some reason, the Prusa firmware, I'll figure it out. We'll find out. So, but for now, that's it. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow with Filament Frenzy. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, y'all have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow night for the interview. Later, guys.